Hello everybody, it's a bit, well actually it's not quite raining quite so bad, I'll put that down. Here we are in St Mary's Churchyard. This is our spring area. We've got a summer one over there, and we let it grow for a bit, but there was nothing major came up. So what we've done is, thanks to a grant, community grant from our local councillors Jenny Sandham and Paul Thorogood, we've been very generous, and they've enabled us to buy some plants, spring plants that are indigenous to this part of East Anglia. So we've got bugle and cowslips and celandine and all sorts of things that I can't remember, which are in here, and they'll come up in the spring, and then we're going to do a similar sort of planting for the summer area over there. And so we're very grateful to our Braintree District Councillors for that. And as the train goes by, to remind us of the modern world, it adds to what we have here in going in the sort of sequence of the year. Down in January and February, you've got the wonderful carpet of snowdrops down at that far western end of the churchyard, and then if Sarah pans round, you can't see them now of course, but of course in the spring the daffodils will come up along the hedge, and also there's some daffodils, a ring of daffodils around here as well. And then of course in the burial ground a bit later in spring you've got the wonderful displays of primroses. And they're all signs of life and hope, and goodness me, don't we need that at the moment. Our ancients knew far better than we did, because their lives were a lot shorter and a lot harsher in many ways, that in the midst of life we are in death. And we are very aware here of our responsibility for these lovely areas, this area and the burial ground, and how important they are for people. We know how many people bring their dogs to exercise, or bring their children to play, or pick up conkers, whatever it may be. And we know how important these places are. And they're beautiful, despite the fact we've got emblems of death here, the graves, but because of them. Because they remind us of our mortality, of our limited time on this earth. But they also point to something else. If you look at this grave in particular, for instance, you'll see the feet are pointing that way, which is eastwards. Where the sun will rise, because when God makes all things new, the last trump is called, to use the old language, they want to be facing the right way so they can stand up. Of course, we don't have quite that literalist view of the resurrection these days, but that sense of new life and new hope, and that out of death and decay, just as out of the cross, new life can come. And by goodness me, since February the 24th, and all the things that have happened in our own country, and the looming recession and everything, don't we need signs of hope? So I hope that our churchyard and what we're doing will be something that will give life and hope to you.